Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be talking about PenFed Credit Union and knowing your starting limit before applying for a credit card. This is very good information, so let's get into it. So all members of the channel know that I am a big fan of PenFed Credit Union. I've been a member of the credit union for 3 years now. It's an excellent credit union. So if you're not a member of the credit union, I highly advise that you apply to become a member. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss the 4 credit cards that PenFed is offering and just do a brief overview on what each one of those cards entails before we get into the actual application. All right, so the first card that we have is the PenFed Power Cash Rewards card. And again, this is a very basic cashback rewards card. It gives 2% cash back. For PenFed members that are Honors Advantage members. So if you have a checking account with them, you will be considered an Honors Advantage member. And you can see the offers right there, $100 offer statement when you spend $1,500 in the first 90 days. And that's not anything that's really, grand or great. It is a little bit of something. $1,500 is easy to spend in 3 months. All right, the next card that we have up is the PenFed Gold card. This is their lowest, rate card that they have. Low APR, zero introductory APR on purchases for the first 15 months, and we have a zero introductory balance transfer for 15 months. The 3% fee applies for each transfer, and that's pretty much most cards have that. There's that 3% transfer fee. But again, this is considered the entry level card at PenFed. All right, our next card that we're going to talk about is the Platinum Rewards card. This is a points card, so you get five times points back on gas, charging stations, 3 times points back at the supermarket, restaurants, TV, radio, cable, and streaming services, which is pretty good. There's other cards out there, Amex, BCP, that is comparable in this 3% or 3 times back at the supermarket. 1 times points back on all other purchases, and 15,000 bonus points when you spend 1,500 in 90 days. So again, spending 1,500 in 90 days, that should be very easily obtainable. And then you get the 15,000 bonus points with that. All right, the next card that we have is the Pathfinder Reward. So this is their highest ranking card, is the Pathfinder card. It does have an annual fee of $95. And again, that's pretty standard for most credit unions. Anybody who's authorizing credit cards and they have their top of the line cards, almost all of them have annual fees. As a matter of fact, I don't know any that doesn't have an annual fee. That's a top of the line card. And again, some people don't like to pay annual fees. I think you can get this back in points throughout the year, so it kind of it evens out. But again, this is something you want to take into consideration if you're starting out or rebuilding your credit. So with this card, you get 50,000 bonus points when you spend 3,000 in 90 days, and the 3,000 in 90 days can be more difficult to obtain, obviously, than the 1,500 in 90 days. But you get a bigger bonus point reward for that. You get 4 points back on travel, so all those people who are traveling, airplanes, buses, trains. 3 times points on all travel categories. And again, that's something that you can look up on your own. And then 1.5 points back on all other purchases. And they also have the 0% introductory balance transfer. So, okay, this is they have 4, pretty good cards, again, and they're relatively easy to get. I always stress relationship banking with PenFed. Very, very important with all banks or credit unions. I always encourage that. All right, now I'm going to get into how we can know our starting limits before applying for a credit card. Oftentimes, this is a very good benefit for us as consumers, it's important that we, you know our credit limit before applying. We don't want to waste that hard pull. I know some people you know, are big on hard pulls. And again, if we can have the opportunity to know what our credit limit is prior to applying for a credit card, then we can make an informed decision on our own. So I'm going to detail the steps right here. So when you go to the PenFed website, and I'm a member of the PenFed already. So when you go to the website, we're just going to use the gold card as an example. You'll see the CFI pre-qualify button. What you want to do is click that button. Then it's going to take you to another page where you'll see right here over on the left-hand side, know if you're pre-qualified for this card with no impact to your credit score. And again, that's big. Being pre-qualified without having an impact on your credit score. You're not getting a hard pull at this point. So since I'm a member, all my information is already pre-filled out on the screen. It's connecting to my account. Pretty simple. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fill out the monthly rent mortgage section. We're going to fill out the employment status. We're going to fill out who our employer or business is. Total annual income. And I like to use, if you're married, have a spouse, have a partner, feel free to include their income in it as well. But that's a choice that you can make on your own. Some people just like to put their own personal income. And then lastly, military status. All right, once you're done with all that, you want to click on Show Me My Offer. Click that. And then this next page that you see is your pre-qualification application. So in my example, I am pre-qualified for the gold card at $7,500. And now I'm at the stage where I really don't apply for anything that's under $10,000. So if I apply for something and I'm pre-qualified and the offer shows me anything less than 10,000, it's not something that I'm going to add to my credit portfolio at this stage in my credit. So at the time when I applied, my experience score was 725, my Equifax was 710, and my TransUnion score was 701. Thank you, everybody, for taking this time out of your day to watch this video. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comments. Please give me a thumbs up if this information was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.